Alright everyone, and welcome back to some more league racing highlights. And yep, as was the case before, if you want to see like a particular race or you're just here for one or whatever, then the timestamps will be in the description right now. But yep, here we are then, finally once again showing a Formula Xbox race. And yeah, we're on to round 14 I think of the season. And yeah, obviously I've missed quite a few uploads of this, although they are sort of unlisted in that other playlist. But yeah, obviously I haven't uploaded them or commentary or anything. It's been quite an up and down season for me really. It's been the case pretty much in all leagues I've been in. Yeah, even though I won the first race, I feel like after that I didn't really get enough good results after that. And yeah, I think some not my faults, me just not being quick enough and not scoring enough points. And yeah, it's been a game of catch up, particularly since Baku, where thanks to the game I could not start the race, so that was great. I completely missed that one out. And yeah, I did actually win in Hungary though, and yeah, that was good. And then I did have some strong results in Austria and Belgium as well. So yeah, we are kind of playing catch up here. Obviously not the quickest in this league. And yeah, we'll see how it goes then here in Monza. And we're going to go 12th then. Most people setting times on the soft tyres thanks to the tyre wear glitch. But yeah, obviously we were on the slow, so those unfortunately down in 12th position there. Does mean we get to start on a fresh set, but yeah, we'd be starting on those tyres either way. Well, the soft compound that is. So we'll see how this race goes. There's a strategy then. And obviously that does mean our first set will go a bit longer than our second set, which obviously the second set will be the ones that we qualified on. And yep, should be an interesting race then. I think pretty much everyone's going to be pretty much similar here because of what tyres are starting on. There's lights coming on. And away we go then in Monza. So yeah, a few cars do actually start on the medium tyres in around us. As we get a pretty good start there. I think this one had a bit of a lag, sort of slow start up ahead, and that sort of made the left hand side of the grid get away a bit slowly there. We're on the inside down for turn 1, almost comes to a stop there on the apex, and we lose a bit of ground back after actually getting a decent start. But we are side by side with Worthy then, coming out of the first chicane, and we are up into 10th position then. And yeah, trying to get in the slipstream now then of the Marip headers. Midge actually had a bit of a lag thing there. And we actually outbrake ourselves slightly into the second chicane, a bit out of shape there, as Dan Mack has gone across the chicane, and we're actually going to take the place from him. So yeah, it looked like we may actually lose out there, but we ended up getting the place from it. Later on then in the lap, and Midge and Payne are side by side into Scari, and yeah, Payne actually takes the position there, and we are in the slipstream there. Midge, who's a bit out of shape. And through we go up into 8th place, a bit of a battle going on up ahead, I think, including our teammate there, Hickey, up in P5. And Payne going to the inside of Monster then into the Parabolica. And looks like he is through then up in 6th place. We're going to try and follow him now. And yeah, the Williams didn't get the best drive out of the corner. And through we go, we're into the slipstream then, down the pit straight towards this heavy braking for turn 1. Running inside, but he looks like he's outbraked us, and Monster trying to actually outbrake us. Running outside for turn 1, comes the inside line for 2, but we do get the better drive out of the corner. It seems it looks like Kay Gibbs has actually passed him now as well then, as we're in a slipstream and then round the Curva Grande towards the Roger chicane. We're going to the inside and braking around about the same time there, couldn't quite outbrake him. He stays there though. We tried the best we could there to avoid contact, and we actually managed to both get through it then, despite going side by side. And yeah, he maintains the place for now, but then Hickey makes a mistake later on in the lap. That's going to allow Payne here to get the run on him. It's going to allow us to get a run on him as well then. And up the inside we go into Parabolica. It looks like we may be through. We're still going side by side here. And yeah, still side by side, can't see him. If I look, well, from the front view or the rear view there, he's directly alongside me, and Monster's coming along as well, as someone's just retired from the session, I think. Not sure who. I think it may have been Mitch actually. Side by side into turn 1 then, and VSC comes out just as Hickey overtakes us into turn 1. It's a nice move from him there, actually outbraking us into the corner. But we are back green again then at the beginning of the next lap, and both of us are going to have DRS then on this manor up ahead. And yeah, looks like Hickey's going to have a good run then. He actually takes the outside there, even though there didn't really seem to be any space there, which is a bit interesting, but he's going to try and hang it out there, getting the inside line for turn 2. And yeah, we get squeezed out onto the curb a little bit then, and no traction on the grass. Obviously we lose out to Zinka and K Gibbs there, possibly, and in fact, yeah, Worthy is going to come through as well in the Curva Grande, and we're down to 10th place then, having gone side by side with our teammate in the first chicane. But it's quite a train kind of now behind Esrael Pena in the manor, and it's going to be quite a battle here for these final few points positions, the top 4 running away with the obviously the top 4 positions, and yeah, hopefully we can get back some of these places. Actually Worthy there gets out of shape in the second Lesmos, that gives us that position. We have got DRS as well, so we can close right up to the back of K Gibbs as well here and defend from Worthy behind. And yeah, we maintain our 9th position for now then, and I think yeah, K Gibbs looked like he's out of shape there. I'm not sure if that's a bit of lag though. We are still in the slipstream though, down towards Parabolica. We'll have to see if we can try and outbrake him here into the final corner. And right at the inside, but he manages to stay ahead, and Payne has actually had a collision there and spun off into the wall, so that has sort of freed up that that sort of battle really with Hickey and Zinka. So we need to sort of move on here and get past K Gibbs if we want to stay with that group up in front. And through we go then into 7th position. We can go after our teammate and also Zinka again now then. And yep, up in 7th place, and yep, skipping to lap 7 now in the slipstream of Hickey once again. I believe he will be pitting at the end of this lap, and obviously we're still out for a couple of laps more then on the brand new set. He's obviously on his qualifying set, and yep, we're in the slipstream then once again down this back straight. We're going to the outside then this time. I'm going to try and keep it on the racing line, and yeah, obviously he is actually going to be pitting, so obviously he needs to be on that side as well. But we still go side by side then, and yeah, he is going to come into the pit lane then, and we do actually have DRS then, just about I think we were just about behind him, or it may have been from Sinan, I'm not sure, but nonetheless we do have the DRS then, as most cars actually do pit at this point. And yeah, obviously everyone in the top 10 had to start on their qualifying set, so yeah, that was a slight advantage for us at this point then, having started down in 12th position. We are in the slipstream and have Sinan towards the second chicane. He's going to stay to the left hand side, defend the inside, and we're going to try and outbrake him here. We're going to go around the outside. Looks like we've managed to do it though, but we've compromised our line terribly there coming out of the chicane. Got a bit of wheel spin, and through he goes again. And yeah, he's back for in 2nd place. I just actually remember that he did actually start behind us in this race. I think he had a qualifying ban, so yeah, he'll be the same as us then, starting the race on the fresh soft tyres rather than slightly used. We do have the slipstream then once again towards the Ascari chicane, and through we go into 2nd position. Commando also yet to pit, and he's leading this race, and he's 11 seconds clear of us then, so yeah, not even in 8 laps. That was a gap that he had up in front of us. As in the pits, we come then on the next lap, and yeah, I believe Casey stays out then on the medium tyres. We come in then for another set of soft tyres. Obviously these are the ones we used in qualifying, and yeah, we'll be doing one more stop after this for the medium tyres. Sort of if the strategy goes to plan with what we were doing before. Out of the pits we come then. It looks like most people have actually gone to medium tyres then for this second stint, so yeah, we're about out of sync with that then, but obviously this means we do have to push quite a lot then during the stint to sort of like make up for that and make sure that obviously we're not like a sitting duck once we're on the medium tyres later on. Into turn 11, well, on to lap 11 into turn 1, and Zinka actually overtakes us up into 6th position for him. And yeah, it's going to be quite about this, I think, because we're going to be back in the slipstream now then, and yeah, we'll see if we can get ahead. But of course there's another DRS zone coming up later on as well, so into the chicane, and yeah, I just didn't have the confidence on the brakes. He seemed to have more there, and he goes through into 6th position. Worthy join in on this fight as well behind us, so yeah, it's looking like quite a battle here for 6th position. I think maybe 1 or 2 others still yet to pit then who are on the medium tyres, but yeah, we're in the slipstream then. We've got the DRS once again, and we're lining them up towards the Ascari chicane, and through we go into 6th position. and yeah, we'll see if he can fight back with us again, because obviously DRS down the pit straight now, and in fact that is exactly what's going to happen. We are up to 5th place then, as someone has pitted there, and he's back at the inside, and yeah, it was a nice move from him there, sort of blocked our turn-in point, and yeah, he goes through, but we're now going to have the slipstream towards the Roger chicane, or stay behind for the DRS. We did actually get a very good run there through Curva Grande, and we're side by side with them before we even get close to the braking point for the chicane, and yeah, through we go then into 5th place. Maybe not the best place to be though, obviously with the DRS coming up towards Ascari. Worthy is there as well, but I believe Sinan actually made a mistake during that lap, which meant he did not get the benefit of that. But yeah, we get to the end of this stint then, because not a lot actually happened after that. We got on to medium tyres then. We did actually catch up to Maestro. He was on medium tyres during that previous stint, so that was good for us there. We are onto a fresh set now, so maybe we can make a few more gains then before he makes his final stop. But out of the pits we come then, down in 9th position. Most people still to make a second stop in this race, so yeah, should get a few places back then, as we've got a couple of cars out of the race there, Elusive Kev and Dan Mack, I believe that is, and yeah, we're in 7th position at this point, but the safety car gets deployed, so that changes everything then, and we are going to make another pit stop then. This is what happened actually, very similar to this in Belgium, making an extra unscheduled stop, and that nearly gave us the race win. We were running in 2nd position, I think, and we had a chance to attack RBZ, but he did very well in that race, and he managed to hang on to the lead, and yeah, we kept that 2nd position. But we're going to try and do something similar here, but looking at the race director, it looks like that safety car actually did well, sort of came out exactly the right time for those who were on the medium tyres in that 2nd stint, so they pretty much got the free change onto the super soft tyres by the looks of things. Some people have gone to the softs, and yeah, we're back racing then with only 5 laps to go here in Monza, and yeah, all over the place up in front. I believe that is prototype Budgie there, getting out of the way because he is a lap down, and yeah, we're in a slipstream then towards the first corner, and Worthy goes into the back of Monster there, and from behind we've been collected by SRL Payne there, who got his braking all wrong for the corner, and we are down to 12th position then, and that pit stop onto super soft tyres looks like it has been a waste at this point, as we skip to later in on the lap then, and Worthy's gone wide and we're back up into 11th place. But this is not where we want to be, because we were in a net 5th position really during that 2nd stint of the race, as we line up K Gibbs now then, and back up into a points position with Hickey just up the road in front of us then. And yeah, got a lot of work to do now then in these final 4 laps on these fresh super soft tyres. We'll see what we can do, as yeah, onto the grass there a little bit and getting a little bit out of shape, but yeah, plenty of battling going on in front of us then. At this point, obviously most people now on fresher tyres. I think most people did pit during that time, and there was side by side in front of us then, and Hickey's gone into the wall, so another collision there with SRL Payne, and onto the penultimate lap, and yeah, we're lining them up once again. Let's see if we can get back ahead of him here and up the inside into Ascari. It looks like that is exactly what we've done, and yeah, through we go, as we've got that is actually Sinan there off on the exit of the corner, and we're going to get a good run in then down this long back straight. Through we go into 6th position then, so 2 positions there in pretty much 2 corners, and through we go with only a lap left of this race, and yeah, we're up into 6th place then. As I say, could have been 5th here, but obviously it hasn't worked out that way, and yeah, they both now have DRS on us down the pit straight towards turn 1. It's going to be nearly 3 wide. I think Payne actually backed out of it there, and Sinan goes through it. There's actually contact there into turn 1, side by side still. We're turning as much as we can, and still side by side here, then coming out the corner and around Curva Grande and towards the Roger chicane, and we are going to have the inside line then once we get there, well, for the first part of the corner anyway. On the brakes, we just about braking there I think, and we are going to take the position into the well, coming out of the chicane, and yeah, he is now actually going to have DRS then as we head towards the Ascari for the final time. So it really could be about who gets the final slipstream or the final DRS here, as we've got a bit of extra fuel there. We can go into Rich we're just going to park it in the middle of the track here and make it as awkward as possible. And he's going to go through to the inside then, but we do stay there on the outside. We're still there, and then suddenly the door gets shut on us and we've gone spinning out, and so has he, but it looks like he has actually maintained a position now, maybe lost one, I'm not sure. But we have dropped all the way down to 9th position then with that, and yeah, that is just a massive disappointment for us then. As I say, looking quite comfortable in 5th position during the middle part of the race before the safety car, and it is only going to be 9th position here. And I can actually tell you that SRL Payne does get a penalty for the incident on lap 23 in turn 1, so that does move him down and move us up to 8th position here. But yeah, obviously not what we wanted. And yeah, there's the final results then. Silent Moore wins from RBZ, sort of a battle of the penalties there, and it was RBZ who had one more penalty, which meant that he crossed line in first, but Luke gets the win there. Meister in 3rd, K-Snowden in 4th. That was a good drive from him actually, from 13th to 4th. Commando in 5th, and then Zinka 15th to 6th, another great drive from him as well. And yeah, looking further down, and we do actually get 8th there. In the standings, as you can see, we're quite well off now then in 4th position. It's going to be very difficult for us to call this one back, but we'll see what happens in the remaining races. And yep, on to Apollo. And here we are then for the first 2 rounds in the new season of Apollo. And yeah, back for season 2 then after a successful debut season for the league. And it was, as I said in last week's video, if you saw that, it was CK who took the first Apollo Drivers Championship. It was looking very good for Feely in the first half of the season, but yeah, it just seemed to hit sort of an unbreakable run of sort of misfortune and bad races, and CK just sort of hit an unstoppable run of form, and yeah, ended up wrapping up the championship quite comfortably, I think, in the end. We got 2 wins at Silverstone and Spa, so yeah, as has been the case in pretty much every league I've been in, it's been just all over the place for me really. Had some bad races, had some good ones, and yeah, I think I was 4th overall, 4th or 5th. I wasn't in the top 3, I don't think. So yeah, we're still at Friday though. We've got a new teammate, Sir Lane. Obviously someone who I've raced with for a very long time now, and yep, hopefully we can do well then at Friday this season. I'm hoping to have more consistency this season and try and go for this championship. I think this is one that I can try and aim for, and one I feel like I could have done a lot better in last season had it not been for some mistakes and also some sort of bad luck as well. But yeah, we only go 7th, and unfortunately for the first race of the season, it's Sinan, I believe, there who took pole position, and yeah, an all Ferrari 4th row, and yeah, the current champion then CK up in 4th position there, and yeah, looking like quite an interesting opening race ahead. Then it's nice to actually be back, you know, just doing some 25% races and, you know, qualifying on the fastest tyre and not having to worry that your race is going to be ruined by, you know, going for the quicker option and like you just driving flat out for the whole race. It's nice to be back doing that actually, because yeah, the tyre wear glitch has kind of spoiled 50% races, I do think, a bit, as the lights are coming on now then. And second season of Apollo is underway then in Australia, and we get an alright start. A bit of a glitch here, put Hickey up into the lead, and meant that it was giving us blue flags, but everyone gets through the first corner cleanly, and I believe the game does correct itself in a second, as we're going side by side now then with Alex in the Force India. We're on the outside towards turn 3 as Project and CK bang wheels up ahead, and they're still going side by side, and CK in fact hops over the apex, pushes Project out wide, and we're going 3 wide there for a second. I believe actually Alex and Project did collide there. I think they've both gone off into the wall there and crashed out. So yeah, 2 of the sort of top 10 qualifiers out of the race, and straight away as we're looking at CK, but the safety car has come out then, so all action starts the race then. We're up to 5th, but we do pit and go straight on to the medium tyres then, as seems to be the case in most 25% races. If like an early safety car comes out, it's usually better to just use that chance to get your pit stop out of the way and make sure you can just get to the end from there. But quite a few do actually stay out, and obviously they've only done half a racing lap so far, so they may just try and once we're back underway push on those super softs and try and get a bit of a gap while sort of us, CK, Hickey are all trying to fight our way through the pack. And we are up to 9th, and there's a few more cars do actually pit before then when the race does get underway, and it is Sinan, who was one of those who stayed out then, who leads the pack away then on lap 5 as the two Red Bulls are joining out in front of us. Then a bit of lag there with Vapacute, not sure where he went, but we're going to go in the middle then of the two Red Bulls as they were out of shape there. We're past the LT, we're going around the outside then of CK into turn 3, and we managed to hold it out round there. We're going to have the inside line now for turn 4 and running out of road a little bit there, and we are up into 6th position. So that was a couple of crucial overtakes there I think for us, up into 6th positions. We're now lined up stealth backwards in the McLaren, getting a bit too close to back of that, doing a bit of bump drafting, and then same there, we actually damaged our front wing slightly on both end plates, and yeah, that is not going to help us too much, but it's not going to be bad enough for us to need to pit, as yeah, we're still lining them up then on the next lap. We should have a good run here down towards turn 3. We're going to line them up on the inside this time then into the braking zone, and through we go into 5th position. And in fact I believe Hickey is actually going to follow us through there, and he's looking like our main rival at this point in the race. CK also there as well I believe, and we're now lining up Callum in the Haas, and we're going to look to the inside and into turn 11. Didn't really intend to pass him there, but had so much speed and had the confidence on the brakes, we managed to dive through on the inside there, so wasn't expecting to get the move done there. A couple more in front of us pit, and then Frozen Gamer is the last one to pit there at the end of lap 9, and he'll be chasing us down now then on fresh soft tyres. So we'll have to see how quickly they come through the field then, as we're now in the lead of the race with 3 laps to go. But we have got Hickey lined us up there. He's got a very good run with DRS coming out the final corner, and on the brakes into turn 1 he's got the move done, and it looks like he got a decent run out of the first 2 corners as well, and he will have DRS as well to defend, so it may be difficult to pass him back here. Frozen Gamer already caught to the back of us, and that those laps on the super soft tyres did seem to pay off him, and once again we're chasing down Hickey then, and not for the first time this week we do get a bit squeezed out there as we try and pass him, and that has set us on the wrong foot then, coming out of turn 10 around this long kink now then. Frozen Gamer on the fresher tyres is going to pass us, but he's also going to knock us into the wall there slightly. Luckily we didn't actually lose wheel there, but we do sort of compound that damage to the front wing a bit, and it does mean we're not going to be able to fight for the win here. On to the final lap. Sinan is actually lining us up for 3rd place, and he's going to go through, but he does have in-game penalties, so that doesn't matter for us, then we can reclaim that 3rd position, as a Frozen Gamer did overtake Hickey then for the lead of the race in those closing stages, but he obviously was not looking at his fuel, because we're going to run the final corner. You can see the Williams egg going very slowly, just meters from the line, and he has blown the win. It's Hickey who takes the first win of the season. We actually get second then with Sinan's penalty. What an opening race of the season that was. Drama right to the end, and it's Hickey then who takes the first win of season 1, with us in second, Sinan 3rd with those penalties. Frozen Gamer only 4th in the end. There's Callum, Jack Sparr there disconnected in 6th, DLT was 7th, Jess in 8th, CK in 9th, and Lyric rounded out the points. On to Bahrain then, and obviously a track that I don't usually do too well at. It's not one of my favourites, and we'll see how it goes here today then. It's only the second of our 3rd laps that we got our best time in actually, and we only go 7th then with that time provisionally, and it actually gets moved down to 9th by the end of it, with James actually taking pole position, and I don't think he actually raced in Australia. I don't think he made it in on time, and it's North Ferrari 5th row then with Serling behind us in 10th, so once again line up alongside our teammate, who unfortunately didn't score any points in Australia, but we'll see what happens in this race then. Long run down to turn 1 at this track, we'll see what happens on this first lap, as the lights are coming on now then. And away we go in Bahrain for the second round of the season, and very poor start there from Jack Sparr, probably a lag start, and we're straight past him then. Into turn 1, we're on the inside then, and in fact someone comes charging down the inside, and we've been pushed out, so is Hickey there. It was NLFG who just charged in there, and then we've been squeezed out there by Hickey as everyone was trying to regroup for turn 2, and just once again a moment of complete stupidity from NLFG there, and didn't help by the fact that he was going to take out as many people as he could in turn 1. in the group chat. So well done there, buddy. That was really smart thing to do. But yeah, I think Vapakut may have had a bit of damage there because we dive back up the inside of him later on in the lap. Then we were down in 17th and last position at that point, but we then line up a Lyric as well then into the final corner up into 15th position. Then we've got quite a big fight back to do here then if we're going to get a decent result in this race. And NLFG there having another adventure on the beginning of the lap too. And yeah, we're passing then into 14th position. As up in front of us then we've actually got Stealth Aquas and Frozen Gamer battling it out for 12th position. I'll have to see if we can sort of capitalise on that then as we head down the back straight now then. And yeah, can't really overtake into turn 11 though. But Stealth Aquas does actually lock up and run wide there. That's going to allow us to get alongside him for going around turn 11. We're on the outside for turn 12 out into the marbles, and in fact Stealth Aquas just actually understeered into us there. There wasn't really much I could do. I wasn't sort of squeezing him or anything, but unfortunately for him he spins out there. And NLFG finishes off a fantastic race for him by just driving straight on at the final corner. And yeah, that's going to bring out a safety car then. So it's looking like it's going to be quite similar to what happened in the previous race then. We're just going to be going on to the hardest tyres then for the remainder of the race. We were in 13th position, I believe, at that point. You see Sir Lane actually came in and did the same there in front of me. It was a slightly slower start for us there, but it doesn't really matter because we're into the safety car. And yeah, we're going to have a quick look then. And yeah, we see actually Alex there went on to the soft tyres rather than the medium tyres. He was one of the only ones to do that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure the strategy said that they could go from sort of lap 5 really. So in fact the safety car doesn't come in on the next lap, so we actually pit again and go for the soft tyres. I think a few others did the same as well there. DLT, Hickey, Lyric there comes out the pits, but I think that's a bit of lag because he's actually going to jump back in a second and we'll be in 13th, so we won't have actually lost anything from doing that. And we're back underway then on the end of lap 6 then, and yeah, 8 laps to go in this race. We're going to line up Elusive Kev here down the pit straight, and currently a lot of straight line speed here, actually going to get close to Vapakut here as well into turn 1. Up the inside we didn't quite have the confidence though to get the move done, and that's allowed Kev to go back runner outside there, and in fact take Vapakut nearly there for 10th as well. We're going to line up both of them though towards turn 4. We're on the inside of Vapakut here then, into the corner, we outbrake him it looks like, and we are through past back past both of them then into the points positions for the first time since the first few hundred metres of the race. And yeah, we'll line up Stealth Aquas now then into the final corner near the end of the lap. Up the inside we go, and I don't think he realised we were actually making the move there, because I think he just drove into us, and we lost the place there to Hickey, and yeah, that obviously set us back a tiny bit. Then actually Jack Sparr actually disconnects again, so that's quite big there really, because he has actually shown good pace in the first 2 races. So yeah, I don't know if he got the points for his AI car finishing in Australia or not, but yeah, certainly has affected him again here in Bahrain. Onto the penultimate lap then, Hickey thinking about defending the inside line there, but we go for it anyway, force him out wide there into turn 1, and yeah, he beat us in Australia, so we really had to try and take some points off him here, and that is what we do. We go up in 7th position, and yeah, that was it then for that race. We're going to cross line in 7th position with the Season 1 champion CK taking the victory that time round. And yeah, very action-packed start to the season then, with Sinan and James completing the podium there, with Alex and the Season 1 runner-up Feely in 5th place. And yeah, in the Drivers' Championship then, it's looking very close at this point. It's actually Sinan's consistency that puts him to the top, with the 2 winners for him tonight, Hickey and CK 2nd and 3rd. We're in 4th. So yeah, it's looking very, very tight there at the top. Same in the constructors as well. Red Bull's win giving them the edge over McLaren at this point. And yeah, that is it then for this week's Apollo. And last one for today then, the F1 League in Mexico, the 3rd to last round in the season. And yeah, as we saw last time, we kind of bowled it actually, only a couple of laps from the end in Austin. And yeah, that was quite a big disappointment for us there. Obviously at that point it's in the championship fight, but obviously we know now that Cupid is coming back, despite disagreeing with how the league is run. But yeah, he is the championship lead then, and has been for quite a long time, building up that big lead early on. And yeah, that's sort of knocked, I think, So I think it's pretty much knocked me out of the championship battle, not mathematically at this point, and same applies for Maestro actually, but I think it's still kind of close with Sinan and also Casey as well. So yeah, it could still be an interesting fight if he hits some problems or whatever. But yeah, for us, sort of taking a bit of the pressure off. Really, we can sort of enjoy the final 3 races a bit more now, because I mean, there's not much chance of us actually clinching the title now. As yeah, because we're on the soft tyres, and most people did go with the soft tyres. See Warden now on the super softs, but yeah, most people went for the soft tyres. Then we weren't particularly quick round here. We only qualified 8th in the end. Warden then on the super soft tyres got pole position from there we go, Cupid on the soft tyres, and yeah, Pro Racing decided to go super soft as well in 3rd position, and CK had a qualifying ban, I believe, so he was down in 12th. And going to the grid then, and it's looking like a 2-stop race then, soft, medium, and yeah, that should be pretty comfortable for us, I'd have thought. I'll see starting on the medium, well, the middle tyre, so yeah, tyre wear should be very good around here. Lights coming on then, and away we go, about 5 seconds after Silent Mole did. But yeah, massive lag start from him there, and yeah, we in the slipstream then, a Casey Legend. In fact, the Red Bull there behind us has got a good run towards turn 1 as well, and we're about to go 3 or 4 wide here in turn 1, but I've completely missed the braking point there. Got into Sinan and also actually Cupid as well there, I noticed, and yeah, we get hit around again, lose our front wing, big mistake from us there. And yeah, not trying to make excuse or anything, but yeah, we're going like a 3 or 4 wide there. I didn't really register how close the corner was, and yeah, completely my fault there. And yep, karma, I've lost my front wing. So yeah, there goes CK. Another incident I've had there, Pro Racing has gone into the wall. Now CK goes at the inside of Warden there, and in fact Warden goes round in the Force India. And yeah, we're back up into 11th position then later on in the lap, and looks like Noodle also has damage, and he's just understeered straight into the wall, and out of the race he goes. An absolutely chaotic opening lap here in Mexico, and yeah, some of that down to us obviously, and the virtual safety car does come out now then right as we're about to pit, so in we come then, an extra stop for us here, and race ruined. And yeah, we're going to come in then for the super soft tyres, and yeah, obviously we'll just be pushing quite a lot during this stint. We started on the middle tyre, so the tyre wear should still be pretty good on this set of tyres, and yeah, obviously this stint will mainly just be us pushing as much as we can now then to sort of make up for the sort of pit stop we've lost there. Sort of, I don't know what it is around here, 20-25 seconds is usually the norm. So yeah, not much happens during that first stint, then some cars pit before us. So yeah, our tyres got us 9 laps then, so that was pretty good. Onto the soft tyres now then, and out we go, 1.7, great stop from the Ferrari boys there, and yeah, out of the pits we come then. I think we're going to be behind Super Joshy here. Obviously he's going about 200 miles an hour, we're just getting up to speed. Oh no, he was in the pit lane behind us, never mind. It's Hamilton fan coming down the pit straight then, and moved across there for literally no reason whatsoever. But yeah, he's always done there, compromised his line to turn 1, so we're going to go run the outside, take the inside line for turn 2, and he is going to go across the grass, try and hit us, and spin himself out. So, well done there, buddy. I'm glad to see you learnt from doing the exact same thing in Season 2 and taking yourself out. Yeah, so that was a very smart move from you. As on the next lap actually, Sinan has spun out, and yeah, he had an incident with someone, not sure what happened, but yeah, obviously one of the protagonists in the championship spinning out there, and then Cupid comes out the pits, and not long after that onto the medium tyres. We go across to pick up a bit of a slipstream there, and we take the position then into turn 1, as he was still getting back up to speed, and later on in the lap then he is going to be right behind us now then into the stadium section, and into the left-hander. He dives at the inside then, and we get run out of road, and he is through into 6th place then, a few hundred metres from the DRS zone, but yeah, I guess he decided to pass us there. Into the pit lane we come at the end of lap 21, and that'll be our final stop now then. So I mean, it hasn't gone too badly then, considering how badly we messed up the start. We've sort of stayed in contention with sort of the midfield group and what kind of they're doing. So yeah, it hasn't been too bad a race for us so far then. We rejoined from our final pit stop then in 7th position, and we'll see where that sort of takes us from here until the end of the race then. And on lap 31, I couldn't quite believe what I was seeing here, because Cupid decided to back the field up. He couldn't catch Silent Mole. Not sure what happened to Cupid earlier on actually. Don't know if he got involved in some kind of instance that forced him to change his strategy or something. But yeah, he decided he couldn't go for the win, so he decided he was going to back the field up instead, which is a genius move. I mean, what could go wrong there? As yeah, he's going defensive then from Maestro, I believe, into turn 1. Well, no, he's not actually. Maestro's trying to pass in there, but yeah, Cupid taking all sorts of extravagant lines there to stop Maestro from getting past him. Even though he's about a second a lap faster than anyone in this league, he feels the need to do this, but yeah, he's going to go ridiculously defensive then into the left-hander, and Maestro is going to go up the inside. He's getting so close to contact there. KC Legend and also Giovinazzi right behind as well. So yeah, this could all end very badly. But yeah, into the S, he's put on a bit of speed it looks like then, but you can see we've just closed right up to the back of this group now then, just from this happening. And yeah, he just decided to put on a bit of speed for a lap, and then he decides he's not going to, as Maestro is now all over the back of him trying to pass him. And yeah, he's going to go defensive and down the pit straight. All of us are going to have DRS then here, and yeah, I didn't get the best drive at the final corner unfortunately, so yeah, we couldn't get close enough to make an overtake, but Maestro does make an overtake. And looks like Giovinazzi is going to go for it as well then on KC Legend. Obviously it's Maestro and KC that are very much still in the well, mathematically still in the championship fight. As yeah, Maestro up ahead is still looks like he's going to go through as he Cupid is actually no. Oh, what a surprise! He managed to repass him, and yeah, he's back through into 2nd position, and yeah, just completely driving nowhere near at full speed here. And yeah, even as we're heading into what should be quite a fast flowing section, he is going to drive very slowly here and take some ridiculous lines, to be honest, through this part. And in fact, they go side by side. Maestro's gone spinning, Casey and Giovinazzi have had to avoid it, and Giovinazzi's crashed out of the race. I'm up to 3rd place, but really I'm not happy about it, because really I thought what Cupid was doing there was quite disgraceful really. I mean, he's pretty much a second a lot faster than anyone else in this league, and he felt the need to do that, making the excuse that it was kind of like what Hamilton did and it was helping his championship. Not really, because Hamilton's was sort of, he had to do it, it was his only like last resort, and here Cupid really didn't have to do this, and he did it so stupidly as well. He took some ridiculous lines that was always going to result in a collision. But yeah, onto the final lap then, it's Silent Mole who is going to take the win. And well, Cupid miraculously finds his accelerator pedal. We're going to cross line in 3rd. We did have some in-game time penalties though, which is going to bump us down, and we did get a 10-second penalty for causing the first lap incident, which really we can't argue with at all. So we are going to finish 5th overall then. Yeah, that really was quite ridiculous, that race, I thought. Obviously I'll hold my hands up completely for what I did, but I feel that at least I raced fairly with people and honestly as well. So yeah, well done Silent Mole for his win in the championship. Cupid still has the lead in the championship. It looks like we're pretty much out of it now then, with 2 races to go. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this week of highlights. If you did, leave a like. Also let me know what you thought of any of the races down in the comments below. And I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.